أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Today we're going to be talking about Hidayah, righteousness, the true righteousness. A lot of us assume that the Hidayah comes from gaining knowledge from books, when in fact the real knowledge comes from Marifah. And the Marifah, of course, comes from after we do Tazkiyah Nafs, purification of the Nafs. Because Hikmah, remember, is a blessed thing. And anything that is blessed has to be placed in a purified thing. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Quran that whoever has received Hikmah has received it abundantly. And Allah chooses people who He likes when it comes to bestowing Hikmah to them. And as I said, Marfa is not possible without Tazkiyah Nafs. Now, an example is a few people came to us, Jalaluddin Rumi Rahmatullah alayhi, and asked for a verdict, advice. They said that a dog has fallen into their well. And what is it that they have to do to purify the well? Mullah Jalaluddin Rumi Rahmatullah alayhi just advised him to take out 40 gallons of water from the well. And they went and took out the water from the well and came back and asked Mullah Jalaluddin Rumi Rahmatullah alayhi that we have done what you told us to do, but the water still smells. He paused for a little and asked them, did you take out the dog? They said, no, we haven't taken the dog out yet. And I said, you need to take the dog out and start the process again of taking 40 gallons of water from the well. Because you can't purify anything without taking out the root cause of problem. The knowledge that we learned from the book will just do the job of taking the water, 40 gallons of water. It will not take the dog out from our heart, from our qalb. And the dog is the indecency, rebelliousness, ghaflat. That will not be taken out by knowledge. What will take that out is the zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And once the zikr of Allah, we do a zikr of Allah abundantly, what that will do is that will take us closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to gain His marifah. Because when we do zikr of Allah continuously from our qalb, the qalb releases nur. And as the Hadith Pak mentions, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that beware of a believer's firasat, insight, as he sees with Allah's nur. Hikmah is in other words, when a person sees things from an angle that other people cannot see. And this is one of the reasons a lot of people, a majority of the people, fail to comprehend the tasawwuf in its true sense. Because the tasawwuf takes a person into a different world. Because he sees things from an angle that other people cannot even comprehend. He goes right into the depth of matters, issues. And because it provides the true reality of and the true understanding of issues. So in a nutshell, the real knowledge or hidayah, righteousness, is in hikmah, wisdom. And hikmah is in marifah. Marifat is the closeness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And marifat cannot happen without tazkiyah nafs. Because marifat, hikmah, They are very blessed things. And blessed, of course, things cannot be placed into something which is impure. These blessed things can only be placed into something which has been purified. And a qalb cannot be purified without the zikr of Allah. So once the zikr of Allah is done, these things then grow. Another example is of knowledge, outward knowledge, is like a seed or an egg, for example. You can have a beautifully decorated egg from outside, a beautiful decorated seed of any plant, but if inside is corrupt, if inside the egg is not right, then you're not going to have anything coming out from it. If it's decorated from inside and also good inside, then it's a bonus. وَمَا عَلَيْنَا إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ الْمُبِينُ.